learners out there. Welcome to ALS Learning Strand 5, Understanding the Self and Society episode here in DepEd ETULAY TV. I am excited to explore, to learn, and to find the wonders of ALS and Learning Strand 5 with you, and I hope you are excited too. I am Tutor Maria, and today we are about to unfold the lesson on what is marriage. But before that, let me start it with a question. What do we expect from our learners? After going to this episode, you are expected to explain marriage and the rules and the laws that governs it, and identify the basic requirements for those who want to get married. Let us now begin with our activity. Let's try this. Define the meaning of marriage in your own words by completing the sentence below. Write your answer on your answer sheet. Marriage means what? As learners, I will give you 10 seconds to answer or to complete the sentence. Marriage means? Okay, let's see. What is marriage? Being joined together forever with my soulmate. Second, a life full of happiness, loving, and sharing. Also, the sharing of good times and bad moments. Of course, the importance of family as a unit. And lastly, a lifelong union, sharing love, supporting to each other. Very good, ALS learners. And now, let's learn. What is marriage? Ano kaya? Marriage is defined as a legitimate union between husband and wife. When we say legitimate, we mean that this marriage is approved and allowed by some kind of law. Religious law and civil law. Religious law refers to the rules of one's religion. Civil law refers to the laws in our country. Marriages can be 1. Religious marriage, solemnized by a priest, pastor, rabbi, minister, imam, or other religious authorities. This marriage is allowed and approved by the rules of one's religion. For example, Protestant, Catholic, Islam, Iglesia ni Cristo, Judaism, Hinduism, and Buddhism. Also, marriages can be civil marriage, solemnized by a judge or mayor, and is allowed and approved by civil laws. And marriages can be tribal marriage, solemnized by the tribal leader or leaders, and is allowed and approved by the rules of the tribe. Now, ALS learners, let's try this. Write T if the statement is true and F if the statement is false. Write your answer on your answer sheet. I will give you 5 seconds to answer it. Under Philippine laws, number 1, if the man and the woman are both 18 years old, they can already get married even if their parents disapprove of their union. 5 seconds, ALS learners. Is it T or F? Okay, and the answer is F. Very good, ALS learners. Pero bakit? Bakit ito ay false? Kasi hindi pwede na, oo nga, pwedeng magpakasal ang 18 years old and above. Pero ang 18 years old to 21 years old ay kailangan pang humingi ng parent consent sa kanilang mga magulang para payagan silang magpakasal. Number 2, under Philippine laws, in a marriage ceremony, there need not to be people other than the couple to be wed. 5 seconds, ALS learners. Okay, what is the answer? The answer is letter F. Why? Because sa isang seremonya ng pagpapakasal, kailangan mayroong mga tinatawag na saksi or witnesses na nasa legal age. Number 3, under Philippine laws, the barangay captain can act as the solemnizing officer in a wedding ceremony. Is it T or F, ALS learners? 5 seconds. Okay, what is the answer? And the answer is letter F. Why? Because mayroong mga solemnizing officer na authorized talaga na magkasal sa dalawang magkasintahan at hindi kasama ang barangay captain doon. Let's learn marriage according to Philippine laws. For any individual to be legally married under Philippine laws, the following are necessary. Number 1, couple should be a male and a female. Dito sa Pilipinas o sa iba pang mga bansa, ay hindi pinapayagang magpakasal ang parehong magkasintahang may parehong sexualidad. Kailangan babae at lalaki lamang. Number 2, the couple should be 18 years old and above. Kailangan po na 18 years old pataas ang pagpapakasal. Hindi po pwede ang under 18 years old. And number 3, kung ang magpapakasal ay between 18 to 21 years old, kailangan pa nilang humingi ng parents' consent para sila ay payagang magpakasal. Number 4, the couple should appear before a solemnizing officer. Pwede itong judge, pastor, priest, or a mayor. Number 5, the couple should make a personal declaration to take each other as a man or a wife. Halimbawa po sa seremonya ng pagpapakasal sa simbahan, di ba? Sinasabi nila, I take you as my lawful husband or wife. Number 6, there should be at least 2 witnesses of legal age. Kapag nagpakasal po, kailangan mayroong at least 2 witnesses na nasa legal age ang nandoon sa inyong seremonya ng pagpapakasal. Let's think about this, ALS learners. What if a marriage doesn't work out? Ano kaya ang pwedeng mangyari? The law sets a provision on marriages that doesn't not work. Let's learn. When a marriage does not work, there are times when things do not work out for a couple. It reaches a point when the best thing for them to do would seemingly be to be separate or live their own separate lives. Separation will be even more difficult when the couple has a child who will then be forced to live in a broken family. The law and the church will decide whether to grant the separation. The process is called filing for or seeking annulment. What is annulment under civil law? Annulment under civil law is meant to declare a marriage as never having legally valid. This means that there was some flaws in the marriage agreement from the very start. Remember that the couple signs or agrees to a contract in a marriage. The contract is considered a legal instrument. As such, the contract can be declared void or voidable. What is void marriage? A void marriage is one that is deemed invalid in all respects. Halimbawa po, nakasaad sa ating batas na hindi pwedeng magpakasal ang dalawang magkasintahan kung sila ay below 18 years old. So, yung marriage nila ay void kasi talagang walang visa po talaga yun. It is possible for a marriage to be valid at the start to be eventually declared voidable. Ano naman ang voidable marriage? A voidable marriage occurs when some defect exists in the contractual agreement. Ano ang mga rason kung bakit nagiging voidable ang isang marriage? Number one, it's either one of the partners has an incurable disease like AIDS. Number two, where one has been proven to be a drug addict, alcoholic, homosexual, or lesbian. And number three, where one or both have committed adultery. What is under religious annulment under religious organizations? Under church rules, a marriage is declared annulled once it is proven that what appeared in the wedding to be a true matrimonial alliance was in fact only an appearance which lacked the necessary elements of a true marriage. What is the meaning of that? It is mean marriage is considered sacred by the religious organization, thus a violation of the commitment made on a marriage is taken as if proof that the couple at the time of marriage were not ready to enter into a sacred union, hence making the marriage not valid. Annulment under religious or civil law are similar that they both declare the marriage as not valid at the time that it happened. Therefore, no marriage existed. You have to understand as learners, though, that if you are underwent religious marriage that is solemnized by a priest or pastor, you are to file an annulment under the religion to which you were married. An annulment that is granted under civil laws is not recognized by religious organizations. Why? Bakit kaya? Kasi marriage under a religion is considered sacred in the same manner that the religion that represents God is considered a divine institution. On the other hand, the government or civil law is considered a human institution. A human institution cannot be superior to a divine institution. As learners, let's try this. Have you heard of divorce? What is it? What do you think is the difference between divorce and annulment? Can you get divorced in the Philippines? Let's find out. In the Philippines, only annulment can declare marriage not valid. There is no divorce in the Philippines. Tandaan mo yan ha. Under annulment, a marriage is declared not valid when it occurred, and thus it is like saying that no marriage really happened. On the other hand, divorce terminates the validity of marriage on more or less the same grounds as with annulment proceeding. This is like saying the marriage indeed took place but is now being invalidated. Divorce proceedings normally take a shorter period of time compared to annulment. Remember that in annulment proceedings, the objective is to declare the marriage not valid in the first place, while in divorce proceedings, the validity of the marriage is simply terminated. Civil and religious laws does not allow divorce in the Philippines. Interesting though, there is a law that allows divorce for Muslim Filipinos. This is enacted by the Philippine Congress. The law was granted because the religion of the Muslim Islam recognizes the validity of divorce. Now, I hope you learned a lot, ALS learners. Let's see what you have learned. Fill in the blanks with the correct answer. Write your answer on your answer sheet. I will give you 5 seconds to give or to write your answer. Number 1, the blank solemnizes civil marriage? ALS learners, 5 seconds. What is the answer? Yes, very good, ALS learners. Judge or mayor. Number 2, a marriage solemnized by a religious authority is called 5 seconds, ALS learners. Yes, very good. Church marriage. Number 3, a marriage solemnized by a tribe leader is called blank. What is that? 5 seconds, ALS learners. And what is the answer? Tribal marriage. Very good, ALS learners. Number 4, the blank does not recognize civil and tribal marriage because it considers itself as a divine institution. 5 seconds, ALS learners. What is the answer? Yes, very good. Church. ALS learners, let's remember, marriage is the legitimate union between husband and wife. Marriages can be religious, civil, and tribal. When a marriage does not work, any of the couple can seek annulment. And that's it for today, ALS learners. Sana marami kayong natutunan sa akin sa araw na ito. At maraming salamat sa pagsama niyo sa akin simula hanggang sa katapusan ng ating episode for today. At para tapusin ang episode ko for today, ay iiwanan ko ang mga salita nagmula kay Minon McLaughlin. A successful marriage requires falling in love many times, always with the same person. Sana ay marami kayong natutunan sa akin sa araw na ito. Hanggang sa muling episode, bye-bye, ALS learners! Thank you!